And up next, let's actually gather more about India's success in inland waterways. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us none other than the chairman of Inland Waterways Authority of India, Shri Vijay Kumar. And firstly, sir, thank you so much for joining us. If I could please invite you on stage so that you can take us through what it really takes to navigate shallow depths in order to reach newer heights. With that, over to you, sir. Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
So very, very good afternoon to friends. I've been told that we are running behind schedule, so I will try to be brief. So in terms of agenda, I'll be talking about what basically IWI is, how inland waterways are a eco-friendly and sustainable mode of transport, the state of cargo traffic right now, what infrastructure we have, how we connect with neighboring countries, what measures we have taken to address the issues of shallow draft, what are our digital interventions, our green initiatives, and some of the key movements that we have here. So basically, what is IWI? IWI is to waterways what NHI is to highways. So in short, we maintain the waterways in the country, we construct infrastructure, we develop their fairway, which basically means providing the requisite depth. We conduct technical studies. We provide advice and assistance to state governments, to central government. We promote inland water transport as a mode of transport. And we also are into capacity building, training and development in the field. So right now, in terms of where we are, we basically transport about 133 million metric tons of cargo every year on our waterways, which is roughly about 2% of the entire cargo in the country. So our modal share is 2%. And the targets that we have set for ourselves till 2030, the aim is to enhance this modal share to 5%, to take it to 7% by 2047, in terms of absolute amounts, to carry about 200 million metric tons by 2030, and take it to about 500 million metric tons by 2047. IWT as a mode of transport, I'm sure you all are aware, is eco-friendly, sustainable. And if you look at in terms of decongestion, so one vessel moving on over rivers of about 2,000 ton weight can actually replace 125 trucks. It can replace 40 railway wagons. In terms of operating cost, we are much cheaper, almost by 40% compared to road, by 20% compared to rail. Also, in terms of fuel efficiency, it's much more efficient way to transport your cargo. In terms of strength, I've already discussed. The two issues which we perceive as major weakness, one is the issue of shallow draft, that I will be talking to you, how we address those issues in the presentation. Then another issue is first and last mile connectivity. So even though we are much cheaper, we are much more efficient in terms of the actual movement on the waterway. When it comes to point-to-point movement, the intermodal nature of the multimodality of the movement actually makes it more expensive. Because our industrial centers, because of our production centers, our consumption points, they are not located along the waterways. So the multimodality actually makes it much more expensive, but that's an issue which we are dealing with. In terms of opportunities, it's an excellent mode to transport your ODC cargo, the project cargo, the over-dimensional cargo, or your hazardous chemicals. It's much safer, much more efficient to transport it using waterways. In terms of threats, basically, it gets disrupted during flood or lean season, but those are, I think, common to other modes of transport also. In terms of our history, we were established in 1986. From 86 to 2016, the country had only 5 national waterways, NW1 to 5. A major improvement, a major strength, a major focus came on the waterway sector when in 2016, 106 new waterways were added. So right now we have a total of 111 waterways with a total length of about 20,000 kilometers, out of which 14,000 kilometers are possible to navigate. I've already spoken about cargo volume and the modal share. So in the last 10 years, there has been phenomenal growth in the cargo which is being moved on the waterways. The CAGR is about 22% plus. From about 18 MMT per annum, we have moved to 133 MMT per annum. This is really a success story. The initiatives that we take basically is fairway development, which means providing the requisite draft. We provide terminals, we provide community jetties, we provide aids to navigation, we mark the channel, we provide buoys. We also promote river cruise tourism. I'm sure you would be aware that the world's longest river cruise, Ganga Vilas, was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister last year. It runs for 51 days, and it's already booked for almost a year. Then we also promote capacity building in the sector. So some of the major projects that we have, one is our Jal Marg Vikas project, which aims to make river Ganga, 1,276 kilometers of it, navigable. It runs from Haldia, near Calcutta, to Varanasi, where we aim to provide water up to depth of 2.2 meter to 3 meters. We provide navigational aids. It has been there for about 5 years, and already cargo movement has increased from 5 MMT in 14-15 to 12 MMT this year. So cargo is already moving on this waterway. Under this, we have constructed a number of terminals all along the waterway. We have a multimodal terminal at Varanasi, Kalughat, IMT, Sahibganj MMT, MMT Haldia. These are all fully constructed and operational. We also have a new navigation lock in Farakka, which reduces the transfer time from 2 hours to 23 minutes. On this slide, I'm just highlighting how from Varanasi to Haldia, we have been able to provide waterway requisite depth all along the waterway. We have divided into 11 stretches. Out of the 11 stretches, 9 stretches are already under dredging contracts. 2 stretches remain, which will be given contract within this month. So from end to end, from Varanasi to Haldia, the entire river will be dredged end to end. So it will be possible to take a ship from Varanasi to Haldia throughout the year. It's possible even today, but sometimes the ship faces problems of shallow draft, which will be addressed totally. Similarly, our second major project is NW2, River Brahmaputra in the northeast. There also, we have got 4 terminals, Pandu, Dubri, Jogigopa, Bogibeel. Our first ship repair facility in Jogigopa, Assam is under construction. It will be completed by May 25. We are also going to have 2 terminals at River Barak in Karimganj and Badarpur. So NER is a major focus area for waterway movement. And a lot of investment has been made, and a lot of cargo is already moving. Then our waterways are spread all over the states. So in Kerala, in Odisha, in Maharashtra, Goa, Gujarat, MP, Karnataka, we have a number of interventions in terms of providing fairway, navigation aids, jetties, and terminals. So one very ambitious project is in Odisha, where we plan to evacuate coal from Talcher mines, go on Brahmani River up to Kalinga, from there go up to Dhamra and Paradip port, and then come all along the coast. It can go all along the coast, connect to Haldia, from Haldia again go to Varanasi. This will be a very long movement. It's actually required because there the rails and the road networks are congested. Then the beauty of waterways is they actually connect us to our neighboring countries also. So we connect through waterways to Bangladesh, to Myanmar, to Nepal, and to Bhutan. So with Bangladesh, we have got what we call an Indo-Bangladesh protocol, under which there are 10 routes, out of which 6 are already operational. And these routes connect not only us to Bangladesh, but through Bangladesh, we also connect to our northeastern region. So it's possible to send goods from Haldia in Kolkata all the way through Bangladesh and go into Assam. These routes are already operational. We are also conducting dredging in some part of the stretches in Bangladesh, where Indian government contributes 20%, so Indian government contributes 80%, and 20% is contributed by Bangladesh. This is what I was talking about. So we can actually carry goods from Haldia through Bangladesh, go up to Dibrugarh in Assam near Arunachal. So this is going to boost economic growth in northeastern region and also help our exports in Bangladesh. And these routes are already operational. Cargo is already moving. And these movements are actually very, very economically viable. Then Nepal, we can connect to Nepal. We can go up to Sahibganj by waterway, then up to Bhatnagar by road. We can go to Kalughat terminal by waterway, then to Birganj by road. We can go to Varanasi by waterway, then Bhairava by road. Similarly, we also connect to Bhutan through our terminals in Pandu, Dhubri, and Jogigopa in northeast. Again, these movements are happening. Cargo is moving, particularly, I think, stone aggregates are moving from Bhutan to Bangladesh through this route. Then this is another project, Kaladan Multimodal Transport Project, which is in Myanmar. Here the movement is happening from Kolkata to Sitwe port through the coastal route, from Sitwe to Paletwa through waterway, and Paletwa onwards through road. Coming to the issue of shallow depth, basically a lot of steps we take. We do bendalling, channel stabilization, which helps in reducing siltation. We also use floaters so that vessels get extra buoyancy. We also have developed some low draft vessel designs, which will help in designing vessels which can move in shallow waters. And we continuously do maintenance dredging in our rivers. Some pictures of the same, bendalling, maintenance dredging, river conservancy works. And we also have multiple portals to help our vessel operators, to help our cargo movers. For example, one Pani portal, on which we regularly upload data of our waterways in terms of availability of water, in terms of availability of terminals. So if you want to plan a movement, you can actually access these portals. They are open to all. You can check the availability of water all along the route, what are the terminal facilities, what are the navigational aids. Then we are also working on contributing further to the goal of net zero emission by 2070. Government is working on a scheme called Harit Nauka, under which we will promote alternative clean fuels like LNG, CNG, green hydrogen, green methanol, and electricity. In fact, we have already procured 8 electric hybrid vessels. One of them is in Varanasi, one is in Ayodhya, 6 more are coming. And we are also deploying country's first hydrogen fuel vessel in Varanasi. It's already sailing, it's already on the move. Then we keep on planning some of the movements in our waterways. So some key movements that we tried recently. We moved cargo of e-commerce by Amazon from Patna to Kolkata. We worked with ITC, moved cargo again from Patna to Kolkata and back. Bhutanese stone aggregates we have been transferring. Then the ODC movement, basically project movements, equipment, machinery required by refineries, that is very, very popular on our waterways. We are working with Tata Steel, which is carrying cargo from Haldia to Agartala through the India-Bangladesh protocol route. So, to sum it up, basically we are responsible for setting up an ecosystem in the country for promotion of inland waterways transport. And what we do is we provide the waterway, the depth, we provide terminals, we work on vessels, we provide multimodal connectivity, we provide locks and other facilities. We're also working on 2 schemes with the ministry, I think one of which will be of interest to you, where we are going to have a scheduled service run on the National Waterway 1 and National Waterway 2. That means a ship will leave like a railway service on a scheduled time from Varanasi, go up to Kolkata and back. From Calcutta, go up to Guwahati or go up to Dhubri and back. From Calcutta, go up to Karimnagar, Badarpur, Assam and back. So that will demonstrate that it's possible to transport cargo on waterways in a reliable manner, in a scheduled manner every month. And we're also working on a scheme to give some kind of incentive to nudge our cargo movers to have a modal shift. This is basically on the same lines as done by the Western countries in a scheme what they call Marco Polo. So those schemes will shortly be out. So again, my request to all the logistics players here, all the cargo owners here, to try to move their cargo to waterways. And from our side, we are committed to providing you all the support. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing with us the upcoming projects and also all the important initiatives that are being undertaken with regard to shaping up the navigable waters.